Good afternoon, welcome to Rundlii Gaming. So we're going to be playing through another skirmish. We've already did the campaign, so if you haven't watched the USA challenge campaign, then I would definitely check out the previous videos. The current video we're going to be doing is mostly just a four-way skirmish. This will be 3 hard armies versus I'll be running the GLA Stealth General. And we kind of mixed it up a little bit. We added a USA, a China, and then a random. So the random will be whatever it picks for it. Probably just take the one on the left here. And then from here, we will go and start it up. As you can see, as far as the map goes, there's a lot of supplies in the center. And then there's a couple of the stars, which I believe are oil derricks. Okay, tech building. Tech building, okay. So there's also 4 tech buildings. And some other miscellaneous stuff. So this is a tournament map, so it's for the most part balanced. Though I'm sure there's going to be some slight, tiny little things that could be slightly unbalanced. But for the most part, this is probably about as balanced as you're getting as far as the single map goes. So with the GLA, our builders are actually extremely cheap. So we want to get as many of those down as possible, as quickly as possible. Unlike the US that usually runs you about 1,000 per. So we're going to want a lot of defenses in the center there. Alright, so let's send all those over there. This next guy's going to build a barracks for us. We'll build a barracks up here. He will build a arms dealer. We'll add a few more guys down here just so that they keep getting supplies for us. Alright, so once our barracks gets up, we can start doing base defenses, which is kind of what we're waiting on now. And pretty much at this point, we're going to plant quite a bit of these down. They're all stealth, so they usually don't see them until it's too late. Alright, we'll get a palace, which is kind of like the main building for the US, where they get to pick whether or not they're going to have a better range, more attack, etc. And then we're going to go ahead and put a tunnel network down here. That way if we build soldiers, we can throw them in there if we need to. Because being that they all are on hard, they're going to actually try and build tons and tons and tons of troops. And that's usually how they're going to try to win, is just through volume of soldiers on here.
There's not enough room for that building. Our land must be preserved. Our work is complete. I sense danger may be near. I'm hungry. Can I have some shoes? That was a lot of work. Our work is complete. I am not finished with the building.
Alright, so we're going to get a bunch more of our troops down here.
Can I have some shoes? The tunnels will protect us. Our land must be preserved.
Alright, so China's probably to our north.
I will obey. This hammer is heavy. I'm just a peasant.
And we're going to get this last bit of defenses up.
I will work. I will obey.
And once we get these guys settled in the building, we're going to try and
Cannot we live in
get some of these up. So we're going to want to make sure we get a good supply of money, because money in this game is pretty much everything. So
I'm just a peasant. I will try to hurry. Yes. This is hard work. Construction has been completed. That was a lot of work.
Alright, so our random seems to be GLA. I guess he's going for that oil derrick down there.
I will finish with the building. I will do the best I can. What do you want with me? I will work. I'm hungry.
We'll throw another one of those in center.
Yes. I will work. This is hard work. Cannot we live in peace?
Alright, we also do need a radar van, because radar van is what gives us our radar with the GLA.
Building construction has been completed. That was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. I will do what I must. That was a lot of work. I'm just a peasant. I am finished with the building. This hammer is heavy.
Alright, so there's a lot of stuff going on up here. And hopefully these two will just gun down those guys.
A warrior has fallen.
Defend our home! They are getting close! Let's get in there!
Well, we lost a bunch of troops and they apparently couldn't shoot back, so... So, not a big deal. As I said, we'll just keep... We have a bunch more just kind of sitting around.
Do not hurt me. Are there not better tools? Yes.
Alright, so... We're gonna get a few of these buildings down.
I'm just a peasant. This is
We're gonna put down some more. That'll help us get money. Because basically these trigger every so often, whereas the drop zones, like from the US, will come every 2 minutes. These will trigger every couple seconds. So if you get a lot of these are going to be much more consistent cash flow as compared to the drop zones, which take, you know, every couple minutes.
a warrior has fallen.
Alright, so they are sending some planes over now. And they have a little bit of tanks coming up.
Guarding the GLA underground! Get them! Get them now!
Well done, General. You have reached a higher rank. A warrior has
They are
fallen.
getting close! Don't let them get away!
Alright, since they keep causing problems with us, we are...
Getting close! Don't let them get away! Attack before they attack us!
A warrior has
Defend
fallen.
our home!
Well done, General. You have reached a higher rank.
Get them now! Our land is being attacked! Stay close to safety! Don't let them get away! The enemy may be near!
Alright, so since purple keeps bothering us, we are going to destroy some of their stuff.
Let them get away! Get them! Get them now! Defend our home! Watch your step! We will be safe in there!
Well done, General. You have reached a higher rank.
Also, at this point, if we make any kills, it is going to give us money now, which is a pretty nice little benefit for us.
Our homes are in peril!
Cannot we live in peace? If that is what you want,
A warrior
I'm just a
has
peasant.
fallen.
Are there not better tools? I'm hungry.
Alright, so we're going to get some more of these down,
Heavy.
because we're going to want as many black markets as possible if we want to keep a good cash flow going.
Try to hurry.
4 on the floor. I do not have patience
Oh,
for this.
that's a problem.
I do not have patience for this.
Don't push me. Guarding the GLA underground. General! Our land is being attacked!
A warrior has fallen. Be careful. We have spotted a nuclear missile silo.
Over there! Attack before they attack us! Get them! Get them now!
Yep, so a little bit of a problem.
I'm hungry. I'm just a peasant.
We're gonna need to get people up here to rebuild that. One of the things is that the Overlord tank can overtake my defenses and not actually die.
Okay, over there!
So pretty much for the time being, we're going to reinforce some of our defenses over here, because it looks like China wants to be aggressive with us.
I'm just a peasant. There's not enough room for that building.
Be on guard.
do you want?
We have exposed an enemy particle cannon.
If that is what you want, I will obey. This is hard work. What do you want with this? If that is what you want, I'm just a peasant. I will try to hurry.
And basically we're going to double layer this.
There's not enough room for that building.
A
Cannot we
warrior
live
has
in
fallen.
peace? I am finished with the building construction has been complete. Okay, I will work. Our work
All
is
right.
complete. I will try to hurry. Our work is complete.
Guarding the GLA underground.
I'm hungry. That was a lot of work. Building construction has been completed. Oh, okay, I will work. I will do the best I can. Yes.
Alright, so pretty much at this point we have managed to
This is hard work.
rebuild our defenses here.
Are there not better tools? Building construction has been
A
completed.
warrior has fallen.
Our work is complete.
Alright, so we have purple coming down again.
General, our enemy is using their sneak attack.
Building construction has been work is complete. Building construction has been completed.
Alright, so I don't see a sneak attack within our base, so we're at least good as far as that goes.
We have discovered an enemy black lotus.
Yes. What do
Be
you want
careful.
with me?
The enemy has built a scud storm.
Can I have some shoes?
Now, the particle and the nuke, we can kind of deal with those a little bit. The Scud Storm, we can't really just take out its power and call it a day,
Have to be so far.
since the GLA doesn't actually have power.
This is hard work. Cannot we live in peace? I will try to hurry. Yes.
So what I may do is I may just build a bunch of super weapons. I don't think I want to really win that way, so we might actually start building some barracks over here.
This is what you want.
I think the most fun way to actually win is through tons and tons of angry mobs. So
Hard work.
actually, we should probably split those. We have enough of these buildings that shouldn't be an issue.
We can now use our scud storm.
Building defenses. Alright, so they already took out the particle cannon, so we're good as far as that goes.
Launching scud storm.
But we are going to slow down purple quite a bit.
We have more buggy ammo now.
Well done, General. You have reached a higher rank.
Thank you for the new shoes.
armor-piercing bullets.
Alright, so we at least did a little bit of damage here. Not quite as much as I hoped.
Prepare to fight.
A warrior has fallen.
None shall stand in our path.
We have AP rockets now.
A warrior has fallen.
Begin stitching. Our land must be preserved. What cannon? Anthrax made the upgrade is here. Huh?
Building construction has been completed.
Alright, so unfortunately purple...
Our enemy is using that sneak attack.
Yeah, so basically purple is going to get their building off.
General, a nuclear missile has been released. A warrior has fallen.
I will try my chances. I will obey.
Our land must be preserved. Attack before they attack us.
I do what I am told.
Our base is in peril.
Do not hurt me. I will obey.
We'll see how this goes.
We can now use our Scud Storm.
I sense
A
danger.
warrior.
May just plant some base defenses right in the middle of their base.
Get them! Get them now! Defend our home! There they are! Don't let them get away! Attack before they attack us! Defend our home! Don't let them get away! They are getting close! There they are! They are getting close! Attack before they attack us! Stay close to safety! They are getting close!
A warrior has fallen.
Over there! Don't let them get away! There they are! Stay close to safety! Attack before they attack us! Don't let them get away! They are getting close!
That was a lot of work.
Don't let them get
A
away!
warrior has fallen.
Overtake them! They are getting close! The enemy may be near! There they are!
Alright, so they did some damage to our base. Okay, so they just nuked us from the looks of it. But the nuke just probably damaged some stuff and then they rebuilt it. Alright, so we really can't do anything with them.
Lurking eyes at your disposal.
A warrior has fallen. General, a Scud Storm has been launched.
Alright, so what we may try to do is get some more builders in there,
I will work.
considering it's still up at this point.
I'm just a peasant.
Which is actually crazy in itself.
This hammer is heavy. I'm hungry. I do what I am told.
A warrior
Are
has
there no
fallen.
better tools?
General, our enemy is using that sneak attack.
Alright, so I don't think they used it on us this
A
time.
warrior has fallen.
Aww.
We can now use our Scud Storm.
Alright, so we do need to take this out.
Launching Scud Storm.
Mostly because we don't really have a good option for that.
A warrior has fallen. Another
thing we want to do is try to neuter this as best as we can. Looks like yellow's been already working against him.
A warrior has fallen.
So this should do a substantial, quite a bit of damage here. Alright, so the nuclear silos are back up and running.
We can now use our Scudstone. Launching Scudstone.
There's a lot of anti-stuff, like a lot of troops and artillery and stuff, so we may as well take that out. Mostly we're using this for vision.
What's the job?
So we're gonna want to try to take out this. Charmin Kell is on his way. And pretty much what we're going to do is try to get up here and start sniping out some of the drivers.
We have generous portion. I would like to share something with you.
Alright, so he's about to artillery barrage us, most likely. Since purple seems to be gunning for us for quite a bit. But we will see what kind of damage we take. Yeah, so basically he's gonna hit our money things.
He's not protected in there. I move in the shadows. Indeed.
Alright, so we shot out that driver.
I move in the shadows. Indeed.
General, our enemy is using their sneak attack.
Alright, so we're gonna plant a bunch of quad cannons around. Just make them defend the entire base the best they can.
Hard work, yes. This hammer is heavy. I'm hungry.
Our Jarman Kell has been seen by the enemy.
Ooh, that's not good.
Who's the target? He's in my crosshairs. Who's the target?
Alright, we need to take out that radar, man.
I move in the shadows. Indeed.
Building construction has been completed.
I move in the shadows.
Our Jarman Kell has been seen by the enemy.
I will slip in.
Alright, we really need to deal with that. So he's gonna be our next person to shoot.
New spotting position target. Lining them up.
A warrior has
Ooh,
fallen.
that's not good.
Building construction has been completed.
Alright, so we're gonna spread these out a little bit. This is just in case they somehow get stuff behind our defenses here.
What? I'll puncture the next thing. I'll get there. Quad cannon. Don't push me. Huh? I do not have patience for this.
We can now use our Scudstone.
So we could probably use...
I will do the
one or
best
two of
I
these
can.
as well.
Do not hurt me. This is
Put one
work.
there.
I will obey.
Now, normally if you're playing really competitive, you would definitely want that oil derrick. I haven't really worried about it, but...
Ready for dispatch.
Launching Scudstorm.
yeah, we're just gonna take that out.
Building construction.
Considering they haven't taken on my base defense, this is actually more of a profitable thing rather than really worrying about them killing me, so...
We can now use our Scudstorm. General, our enemy is using that sneak attack.
Loaded and ready. Not responsible for damaged goods.
Alright, and basically we're gonna arm these guys up
High explosive bomb
with
scheduled.
everything we can.
High explosive bomb loaded. Bio bomb loaded. High explosive bomb loaded. Preparing my tools. Who's the target? He's in
What we might try to steal is...
truck ready for dispatch.
we may try to take that,
A warrior has fallen.
Our way, the higher order shall reign. Our way is through. The higher order shall reign. One path to freedom. We will not be hindered.
We will live in prosperity.
Alright, I think we can make it out.
Ready for dispatch.
A warrior has fallen.
So basically we just stole their builder.
Let's
Our
build.
base is under attack.
Oh. I guess they artillery barrage us again. Now, let's grab our spoils that we just got.
China has been generous. A very good plan, General.
Bomb truck ready for dispatch. I am waiting. Not responsible for damaged goods.
Prepare to fight.
Construction good to spec.
Bomb truck ready for dispatch. I have a delivery. Sorry, no tracking numbers.
And... boom. Didn't really do enough damage to actually matter. Since we don't really need China anymore, may just finish them off.
Let's fight. They will be killed.
Alright, so we're doing pretty well so far. We do need to deal with
Has fallen.
our other two factions, however. So hopefully this is enough to spread out and kill a bunch of his stuff.
Not responsible for damaged goods. Bio bomb.
General, our enemy is using that sneak attack.
Bio
A
bomb
warrior has
loaded.
fallen.
Hey, explosive bomb loaded.
Alright, so...
Hungry.
What?
actually we probably need to keep him out.
I'll get there.
Cannot we live in peace?
And what we're going to aim for here is get our angry mobs going. We have a ton of cash at this point, so we can pretty much burn it on whatever we want to. And probably still do just fine.
I will obey. Are there not better tools?
Guarding the GLA underground.
We can now use our Scudstone.
Our work is complete.
The warrior has fallen.
Alright, so we're gonna drop some stuff here. We're gonna drop some more stuff here. Again, we're aiming just for maximum damage. And for each of those kills with this, we actually gain money as well. That's why when I explain the GLA to people, you're more so thinking long term. You're not thinking of trying to stop them in within a very short time, but rather
We live in peace.
a very long drawn out battle is always going to work in your favor. You're always going to have the finances to deal with it. Whereas you tend to slowly whittle them down.
That was a lot of work.
Alright. So, as you can see, we have a very angry mob.
The warrior has fallen.
That apparently I can't actually group from
The
as
warrior
normal.
has fallen.
Go, angry mob, go!
Jenner, our enemy is using that sneak attack.
Alright, so we're almost there. Go, go, go! And basically I have them set as attacking and moving, so if they come across anything they can actually shoot it.
A warrior has fallen. We can now use our Scudstone. A warrior has fallen.
Now, from the looks of it, this is actually a poison general, which is probably going to be pretty good against our angry mobs. But our goal here is to do as much damage as we can before they all die.
A warrior has fallen.
Because if we can dent them quite a bit before we die, then with this group, it's not a big loss to us since we really didn't burn a lot of money on this.
A warrior has fallen.
Alright, so we'll take out these. Because even though he's massacring quite a bit of our people, it really, all in all, hasn't phased me too badly.
A warrior has fallen.
Now to our next group.
A warrior has fallen.
Alright, now we're going to run on the Americans.
Use our scud store.
Which, it looks like a lot of their stuff's already blown up.
A warrior has fallen.
Get to the airfield, take it out!
A warrior has fallen.
Because another thing too is, as they kill stuff, they gradually make their money back, so...
We are victorious.
There we go.
A warrior has fallen.
So, as you can see, we only created 110 units, but then we killed 413. I mostly relied on a lot of base defenses, and as you can see, we made more money than everybody throughout this entire game. So, it wasn't a bad game. Did rely pretty heavily on super weapons, so there's that. But otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed watching Rundlii Gaming. We should have more of these in the future. I don't know if we'll start going through the campaign itself, or just do a few skirmishes, or find a few people that I know and then play games with them, or if any of you actually enjoy playing this game and want to play games, definitely post on there as well. Otherwise, thank you for watching Rundlii Gaming, and you have a good day.